feeding the truth, God's will be done. Only the assurance can always be given to you that I will supply you with truth when you desire such. I do not want you to walk in darkness, I always want to light a light for you, that is, I want to correct every untruth thought, every erroneous teaching, I want to counter them with the pure truth so that it will become a light in you and you will recognize me myself and also my rule and activity correctly. Because I want you to love me but never to lose your love for me. But I will never be able to win your love as long as you form a different idea of me through wrong teachings or wrong concepts, which therefore does not correspond to the truth. I want your love. And you will only love me only when you recognize me as a supremely perfect being, who is love, wisdom and power in himself to an unsurpassable degree, measure. But every false teaching makes you somehow doubt my perfection, because it will question neither my love or my wisdom or omnipotence. Therefore I oppose the truth to them, even though you cannot penetrate into all depths of this, but I myself will not present you with anything that could contradict the pure truth. You should always be certain of this. For I love you with the omnipotence of divine love, and this love of mine also guarantees you good gifts. But often also the pure truth will be incomprehensible to you because your soul is not yet receptive for it, because it cannot yet judge correctly due to its still inadequate formation. Nevertheless you should believe that I correspond to the will and desire for truth, and do not let you be misled if bad forces have this intention. You will indeed always be harassed by such forces, but they will not be able to work against me if I have made the plan to convey the truth to humanity and have chosen a person for this whom I deem suitable. Otherwise the conveyance of truth would be impossible. But the end time urgently requires a purification of the already very educated doctrine. Therefore you men can accept without any doubt what is sent to you, because as long as you only have the will to move in truth, you will certainly reject untrue goods, but you will also always recognize my gifts as truth. Only entrust yourselves to me with full faith that I will not let you fall a victim to the cunning and deceitfulness of my opponent. As long as you want to serve me, he cannot harm you, and it is impossible for him to get to you because your will resists him. But I also test the strength of your faith in me and my word from time to time, because I demand unconditional faith from you in order to then be able to bestow gifts upon you which seem unusual and yet only require a strong faith. But the slightest doubt makes it impossible for me because I do not want to force your faith. There are no limits for you if you want to penetrate into the deepest depths of the wisdom, but a faith that has not yet reached full strength sets itself the limits. And therefore I can always only give you spiritual good according to your faith, but what I give you you can accept as the purest truth and therefore also represent it to your fellow human beings. For I truly have all means at my disposal to prevent the reception of erroneous spiritual material if I want to supply mankind with the pure truth, because this is urgently necessary in the last time before the end. For many people are blind in spirit, many are seduced by unscrupulous leaders, although their own will allowed it. But all people are to have the possibility to also take note of the pure truth which comes directly from me, and therefore it should also be able to be led to earth. So I oppose my power to the cunning and deceitfulness of my enemy, and I can use it there where a person gives me his will completely. And there I will resist my opponent to push forward, and he will have to obey me because their will of man belongs to me. I will guide the truth to earth, and what I want happens. and never will my opponent succeed in extinguishing or dimming a light that I myself have kindled on earth. Amen.